different sprites for tonight's race.
Everyone wants me to use file 1 for speed, I'm gonna tell him. Okay, he's gonna do it. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Race is on. The much anticipated Flaming Rock A Tallman versus Diabetus Psychedelic Eyeball match I've been hearing about for weeks because they've been talking about it non-stop. Now it's worth noting that Red Team had a second delay, both of them, so I have to credit them that in the unlikely event that it matters. But they're about neck and neck now. That's the kind of thing I would go back and look at the footage for if I had to, if it was really close. Psychedelic Eyeball's name is always shrinking my fonts as much as possible to try and fit.
Just call him Ball. Eyeball.
Nothing great so far.
And no bombs from the first 2 green guards.
Flaming Rock is just going straight for the dungeon, not even gonna kill any guards.
That's understandable. I figure at least
There's
one
so
teammate
many
should.
rats and snakes.
Got a full heart,
Awesome.
that's nice.
Early help. That's always good.
What are you saying, Boink? I don't understand any of the things that you have tried to say to me.
Slash checks. What?
Man, beat us with that spin slash. Nice work.
Remember what to do with the map out of the chest?
Well, that just means all the rest of them are good.
Yes, indeed.
So you definitely want to do the escape bomb. It's very likely it's going to help you out. Diabetus is on his game tonight, leading the pack. It's interesting how he caught up, because he was starting off a little bit behind. Of course, none of this frame perfect stuff matters too much. Psych has a ball.
Yeah, still a long way to go.
I don't know where he got that, but Diabetus needs to find it as well.
Yeah, definitely want to bomb for the escape here. I mean, we can look at the seeds ahead of time, but it's mostly up to the racers. Most people, if they're decent at the game, they can get around 2 hours, 2.5 hours, even on really bad seeds.
Yeah.
And we have a 3-hour time limit anyway, so if they go over that, it's just we cut them off.
It would have to be a real nightmare of a thing for you to take 2 hours in a team seed. You really shouldn't be hitting that time. Unless it is one of the worst that is possible. Like, it would have to be aggressively bad.
Like that shovel at the pedestal with the ether underneath the shovel spot.
It would have to be 100% seed. You'd have to do every dungeon. For starters, like, that would just be the beginning of how bad it would have to be for a team to take 2 hours. That's really not a good time for a team. The team aspect here should knock 20 to 30 minutes off minimum of your regular time. Just on average, I would say. They're looking for bombs. Everybody's killing guards. Nobody knows where to get this bomb that Psych has found. He's the only one. No one else has one.
Psych smuggled it in.
Well, Psych's gonna be the lone hero here to know what's in Escape. That's gonna be a huge edge if that's the way this ends up being. That's still pretty unlikely. I like to get my bombs now. Pretty easy to kill all the snakes.
Usually snakes or
Diabetus got his bomb.
rats.
But right now, Red is in a good spot. They can both go straight to the bomb room now.
Bomb capacity upgrade ain't gonna help. Hey Tallman has a bomb. This Flaming Rock's probably gonna get one as well. They're not uncommon, and both people have found something.
There's the bomb. Everybody's gonna bomb.
Now we're talking. You don't want to see him miss the escape. In perfect sync, red team puts their bombs up there, runs in on the same frame, as if one person's controlling them both. Power gloves, Titan mitts, LAMP. Wow, what a nice escape. Damn.
Wow.
Yep.
I just realized what's missing. My drummers, and I want to play the drums right now. We get them boys out here. There we go. Now I feel better.
Yeah, missing the bomb here would have absolutely sucked. That opens so much to them right now.
They are in perfect sync. It's amazing, really. Like, absolutely amazing, perfect sync. And now they have to decide, are they going to split up? Right now, here comes the plan. Flaming Rock is at the back of the pack here. Not by much, but he's back there. He's also not updating his tracker, unfortunately. Not getting that bomb would have been really bad because they never would have been able to go back in that way. They would have had to go through the entire escape. That would have been game over for the team member who didn't have that done. That would have seriously...
There's no way they do that. Look everywhere else for the lift upgrade. That would have been terrible.
That seriously would have been
going to the house.
A game over. It really would have been. Missing that escape. It really would have been the end of that team. That would have been such a disadvantage. Half mana on Aghanim's woodcutter chest. That sucks.
It's not bad, but probably not worth going for Aghanim.
I wouldn't do it. No, not a whole dungeon. It just means that you're not going to have half mana this run probably, and that's no fun. That's what.
Buy a few extra bottles, buy some extra medicine if you really.
It's a depressing thing to see, is what it is. To see that up there.
It really is. Oh, the book in the back of the blind's house.
Yeah, the book and a lot of hearts. Flaming Rock is going straight for Lake Cave.
Master Sword down the falling hole in the woods. Hey Tallman and Diabetus both getting that.
Flaming Rock's getting that hammer. Out of the blind, out of the thieves guy, the generous guy.
Psych cannot check the back of the well, but he did get the mirror there.
The mirror and the powder and some money. Can go buy some bombs.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a lot of stuff. Psych's gonna go buy some bombs to start doing the rest of town. Diabetus is also in town. Getting his
Both
bombs.
need more bombs, I guess.
They are splitting up here, but very minimally. Not as much as the other team is. The other
they're
team
still
does.
pretty close in terms of ground covered. They both have done the Lost Woods and Kakariko.
The other team still needs to buy bombs on Hey Tallman. He can't do much of town without them. So, for the record, Crystals 1, 4, and 7 are in the light world here. 1, 4, and 6. Eastern Palace is Crystal 6. All three of these dungeons mandatory means we need to find the bow. We have the mirror, we can already do Tower of Hera. What we have right here, easily. And get up that mountain. Use the hammer to go across and get the light world side. If they find the moon pearl, they could do 3 more.
And depending on what's on the bonk torch, they can do desert already with the book. The book and the lamp.
Heck, if they find the moon pearl, one of them can go on into Dark World. Titan Mitts unlocks a whole bunch.
Oh yes.
Like, it's free bombs from the race.
Oh boy. Well, Psych is heading south probably now. No, he's going to Sanctuary. He's going up the mountain.
It's not a bad play.
Aghanim is definitely not mandatory on this seed. As soon as the Titan Mitts showed up, he was worthless. So that half mana just isn't going to happen.
Unless the moon pearl is on the pyramid.
Yeah. Pretty unlikely. I've seen it happen one time to me.
Like, Diabetus is going to go to Dam and then possibly Lake afterwards, because he doesn't have this book yet.
I actually don't know where Psych's going. He's going to the woods. Was there something good in there?
Psych's probably just getting the Master Sword, yeah.
I like that the thieves found a way to pry it out and stole it.
We got the bow in the dam.
The bow.
In case that wasn't enough for you, outside.
Hey,
The
Tallman
moon
getting
pearl.
their flippers.
It's the moon pearl.
Oh, look at that.
How come they don't have that on
Aghanim
Green Team?
definitely.
Shouldn't they?
They didn't go to the dam yet, no.
They went to the thieves' hut
One of
down
them
there.
went to Lake
Pretty
Cave,
sure they
yeah,
went
they just never...
straight to the lake cave.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
They're paying for it too. Like, that's a big mistake this time. That's not a good idea.
Like, is immediately going for the bow and moon pearl as well, which is not a bad idea. Cause
Yeah, I
unlocks
mean-
a ton of areas in Dark World.
One of them can do Dark World, one of them can do Tower of Hera, one of them can do Eastern Palace. They have like 5 options now for route.
Yeah, no, Beatus is about to get his hammer too, so that'll give them full access to Dark World for the most part.
Definitely.
It would be a hard call where to go here. Like, should you do
I would
Eastern
send somebody
Palace?
to Eastern with Sahasrara's house not being checked yet.
Just, yeah, split it up. They have full access to Light and Dark World with the exception of, like, Flute Points and, like, Ice Palace and Turtle Rock.
If you're worried about
Mire.
challenge, then you can just do the Light World dungeons. If you're not, I think Thieves Town would be a good stop.
Flaming Rock is checking the lake. Going under the bridge. Which is going to be a good move.
Psych going over to Eastern side.
We're gonna see what's in the Ice Rod Cave here.
Flaming Rock living up to his name, getting the Fire Rod.
What was that?
Fire out under the bridge at the hobo.
Oh, that might take a while for Red Team to find. +5 arrows in Ice Rod Cave. Waste of time. Sahasrara's hut. First people here, I think. Money? Enough to pay Zora.
All of the money.
Brock is updating his tracker very oddly. Like, it's very inaccurate. It's not even close to...
Yeah.
It's like half of what he has.
Looks like Diabetus is going to swim up to the hobo now.
Psych is doing
So
Eastern
Red Team
Palace.
is going to get the Fire Rod fairly quickly.
Both teams are still pretty close in terms of gear. Green is a little behind for getting like the Moon Pearl and everything else, but
Yeah, I feel like
That-
they're only behind because they didn't get the bow and the moon pearl right when they could have, but it's not a
Yeah,
big deal.
they-
It's right there. It's not like they missed much.
it's probably like half a minute in total time lost because they didn't check the dam first.
It's not like they skipped Spiral Cave or something up on the middle of Death Mountain.
Yup. It's happened to me a few times and it sucked.
right now is when things are gonna change up, because there are like 20 route options, and they are gonna make the difference here. Is Eastern Palace worth going to now, or should you do it right after Palace of Darkness, which might be a crystal, who knows? You don't need much right now to explore the entire Dark World. You're pretty much good with the Hammer and the Moon Pearl and Titan Mitts, so I don't see any reason to rush Eastern Palace right now. But it is a crystal, so it's not a bad idea to get it anyway. Like, it might have something.
Sending one player over there to check Sahasrara and then just also jump into Eastern and finish it's not a bad information play.
Yeah. Like, I would have one person doing Light World dungeons and then the other doing Dark. Because right now they can do pretty much everything in Light World. Maybe not Desert Palace if they're unlucky. That's about it, though. I'm
not sure how comfortable the players are with 5 hearts. So I think that's why they're sticking to Light World. Diabetus is going up Light World Mountain. It wouldn't surprise me if they weren't fond of the idea of fighting blind with 5 hearts. Like, it wouldn't blow my mind if Diabetus didn't want to do that.
And there's so much up on Death Mountain that he can get now. It's like, there's no reason not to just go check all of Death Mountain right now.
Yeah, it might be a better move anyway. There's a ton of stuff.
It seems like that is what both teams are going for. Like, we have one person in Eastern Palace and then the other on Death Mountain, both sides.
We have the Tower of Hera, that's 3. We got the ability to check the Ether Tablet, that's 1. We got... There's 2 items up here. There's the Tower of Hera's 2 items. There's the Ether Tablet. To the right, we got 7 more. And then they can go to the Dark World Warp and get 2 more.
Because of the Spiral Caves, got 1 too.
Yeah, and then they can check Turtle Rock and see if it's a medallion that they need or not. If it's a crystal, and what is required for it.
The only thing they can't do is Spike Cave with 5 hearts.
They can't do anything in the Hookshot Cave either. Diabetus sees a heart.
Oh yeah, fair enough. They can run through it to get the floating island if there is something out there.
Yep.
Diabetus is opting to get this heart. It'll take him a while, but it is his 6th one. That'll help a little bit.
Yeah, especially if you do have to go into Dark World and fight those Hell Crows that deal 3 hearts of damage with green mail.
Oh, they're the worst.
No, it's the Sanctuary Heart for Betus. There it is. And the Lookout Rock Boys.
Oh! For Flaming Rock.
Eyeball just found the red sword. Eastern Palace.
Hey, that'll help.
That is the...
Lots of things go fast.
That's the big item for him down there, for doing that. Yep, there was nothing else in Eastern Palace. The boss is empty and he knows it. So Red Sword was what we were looking at. Which means that all the players will be fully upgraded, ready for Ganon by the time they get there, no problem, because they're all going to go to Eastern Palace. Should be a pretty easy fight there for him. Red Boomerang.
Diabetes gonna get the 5 arrow upgrade here.
Oh no!
We had a Death and Tower.
Eastern Palace. Or no, was it Eastern Palace? No, they're
Hera.
Yeah. Flaming Rock uses that death as a chance to update his tracker a little bit. Realizing he's way behind on it.
Another heart piece in the basement. Or not the basement, the left stair room in Hera. That'll be nice.
It wouldn't surprise me if Betus ends up with a ton of hearts and Eyeball ends up with 5 at the end of this, the way this is going. He's not going to tell him about those hearts, probably.
Well, there is crystal number 6.
First boss of the night down.
That's one of the red crystals.
Yep.
The other one's in Dark World somewhere.
Let's see what Psych does next. I'd be going to Dark World personally. I'd probably go to Dark Village.
Looks like he's heading south to check the Hype Cave and maybe do some of that. That's what I would do. That's a good idea. That or Thieves Town. I don't know where he's going. Looks like he's checking Zora. Oh, you know what? I don't think he has his flame rod. He's probably jealous. He probably wants that.
Yeah, that is a fairly important item.
It's nice to have, but I wouldn't be going for it now.
He never got the hammer.
Oh, he's doing the lake cave. Okay.
Yeah, so
Getting
while
that
he's
whole
here,
play out of the way.
I think he should do all of it. He should get the fire rod and then go to Zora, and then go somewhere else after that.
I agree.
He just dropped a bomb down the pit trying to kill this Moldorm thing. We had another Armos kill.
Oh, Flaming Rock falling.
Moldorm scoring his first point of the night.
Tallman must have missed something. He didn't get his sword upgrade.
Ooh.
He's going back in. Looks like.
How did you miss that?
Did he just gun for
Gambled.
the boss?
Gambled that the boss would have the item and not the left side.
Yep. He tried to skip a chest. It's gonna cost him a little bit of time.
I'll not be gambling this early in the run.
Oh no, Beatus went down. He got
2
Moldorm
points.
pushing him away.
Or a side bet, how many points will Moldorm get? Knock people off the edge. Oh,
Who will claim more victories,
Jeez.
Moldorm or Mothula?
Another
3 points
takedown.
for Moldorm.
Flaming Rock finally taking care of business. Getting that crystal.
Eyeball does not seem interested in Zora's deals. Maybe he is. Maybe he's going now. He's spending a lot of time going right here.
Like, at the very least, you can check everything in Zora, but there's so many other options. I would be going for those first. Personally, I'd be going to Dark World.
Yeah, these 2 chests are expensive and they're far away. They ruin your
Like, if
ability
you really
to
want to go
stuff.
do Zora right now, I'd be going to do Catfish and then transfer over to Zora.
That's faster. Tallman's
Moldorm's
finding
down
the
for
sword
Beatus.
now. There he is. He's got it. Probably pretty happy that that was what that was, not just a bust after going back into Eastern for it.
Yes, that would be rough.
Hey, it looks like Flaming Rock is going on to the eastern side of Dark Death Mountain, checking what the medallion is for Turtle Rocket's Quake. Can't really do much in Hookshot Cave, though.
So, the bottom 3 dungeons, you can see them there. Swamp Palace is green, and we don't need Mire, and we don't need Ice Palace. That's the situation. So the top 4 in Dark World need finished. Which means we do need the Ice Rod.
Diabetus is going to Dark World on Turtle Rock side as well. I'm guessing they're checking the medallion for now.
Palace of Darkness. Zora's a ripoff, by the way. Palace of Darkness
Both
is
things in Zora. Pieces of heart.
Yeah. 500 for half a heart. If you want. He didn't even pick up the other part, so only a 1/4 of a heart for all that work. Psych spent a whole lot of time on that. Now he's finally going into Dark World. Diabetus went to Dark World right after Hera.
Like Beatus and Flaming Rock are both. Oh no, Flaming Rock is not going there.
There's 2
Oh, I
chests.
see. He's going to clean out the other Dark World first.
There's 2
the
chests he
Light
can
World.
get in Dark World right now, unless he finds the boots or the hook shot. So that glitch where you push a rock, if you mash the mirror, you can delete the rock, but only if you're in a place where the mirror has no purpose. Honestly, Mire, Swamp, and Ice being optional doesn't save them
there's
a whole lot
boots.
of necessary items. Like, really, the only thing that knocks off is hook shot.
Boots for Tallman and Dark Kakariko.
Nice.
Oh, there we go.
Well, there's hookshot for Eyeball, so he's ready to do the hookshot cave. He found it in the hype cave.
The Hype Cave, yep.
If he wants to do that. Well, Swamp Palace is optional. It's a questionable dungeon because that's the kind of dungeon you like to do right now. It's right there. I wouldn't do it.
Like, it is a lot of chests, but right now there's just so many paths available to you that you can finish.
He can do Skullwoods,
Go.
Stevestown, Palace of Darkness. All of those are easy goings. Palace of Darkness is prime choice.
Oh, and the flute for Tallman also.
Yep. Flute was in the Sea House in Darkworld Village.
Ah.
They definitely need to start doing some dungeons. Get some crystals under the belt.
Dark
Because they have...
Kakariko with the boots and the flute. That's awesome.
What
Boots and
dungeons can they
flutes.
not do right now? They can't do Turtle Rock. And they can't do... That's pretty
Can't
much
do
it.
Turtle Rock, can't do Mire if they really need to go in there. I think everything else, yeah, they can do it.
They just need Quake
Looks like it.
and Ice Rod and Samaria Kane. Like, they can do the other... They can have 6 crystals right now, and then I would get to work on that. Like, you should just get those. Split up the dungeons, and then once both of you have 3, then you'll know if they're in the dungeons or not, the things you need.
Yeah, at this point, being just literally 2 items away, go start clearing dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
Worst case scenario, it's not in the dungeons and you both have 3 crystals each and you have the ability to go mode the other 3.
Yeah, like with somebody doing the dungeons, you can have progress being made, because having items around the world is nice, but they have so many dungeons they could be doing right now. But at least having one person will push the completion time a little closer.
Eyeball's going to the desert.
Flaming Rock's going in Thieves Town. Oh,
It's a
well,
good
maybe.
idea.
We found the shovel.
After they activate the flute.
Remains to be seen if we need the boots for the desert. But green team already found them. They're definitely somewhere easy to get. It looks like we don't need the boots to finish it, but we might need them to find an item.
We'll find out very quickly.
I'm betting it's gonna be garbage.
Can't get the items in this place if you don't have the boots.
Damn. Well, yeah, you're not gonna be able to clean it out, but you will at least be able to finish it.
Yeah.
Big question here is just, is it going to be good items in Desert Palace?
I would kill the boss, got the fire rod, see if he has an item, then you can really determine, is it really worth coming back here at all? I mean, for one item, probably not, if that's the case. If he doesn't drop anything, then there's 2 in here. Maybe come back when you got the boots.
Tallman finding out that the in-game guide is not like you having a follower.
I hate that. There's bees. See, I feel like Green
Bees
Team's making a
everywhere.
mistake by exploring the
What?
world. I don't think that's the right
What the
call.
hell is going on with your bot? It's killing everybody.
It's got no cooldown on the reload now for a moment for today too. Also, it has a chance to just shoot twice. Like when you give it back the gun, it just fires again at you.
Noticed.
Anyway, I feel like, again, people who want to take notes on how to run this better, I feel like when you can do dungeons, you should probably be doing dungeons, especially in this case. I feel like Green Team's big mistake. And I don't know why Diabetus is going backwards through Eastern Palace. I have no idea what he's doing. Where's he going?
Did they
Forgot
skip
the
that
hook shot
maybe?
chest?
I think he might have skipped that chest, but I don't know why he would skip it.
Yeah, you need it, probably.
Psych? Did he do Eastern Palace?
He did.
They should be saying then. I don't know if that chest is worth anything or not.
He might have confused him.
Oh, that's
Well,
the big key. Okay.
Yeah, Diabetus should be heading right for that flaming sword, the tempered sword, and then straight to the boss. That should be what he does next. Anything else
Yep.
doesn't make any sense.
Flaming Rock might be going to do Catfish.
Okay, well, Lamolus has an item, which means Desert has one thing in it now, somewhere on the right side. Boots locked. Is it worth it? That item will
Probably
take,
just because they didn't check it.
it'll take them a while to get it, whatever it is, if they want to check it. But they can't get it right now. They don't know where the boots are. Red team has finished up all 3 Light World dungeons at this point. They really need to go to the Dark World. They've been putting it off pretty hard.
Well, there's the last sword upgrade.
Psych is
another sword.
going south for the 80th time. I don't know where he's going now. He's gone to the Dark World again, but he went here already. So I don't know where he's going exactly down here. He's going left to Thieves Town maybe, or up to Palace of Darkness?
I would think Palace of Darkness. If you're going to Thieves Town, you might as well go to the Sanctuary and go to Kakariko. That way, right?
It looks like he's checking bomb. No, he's going up to the Lost Woods and Thieves Town and stuff.
All right.
Psych is doing some odd routing today.
Psych always tells me he has trouble getting a good time, and I feel like this is why. He's going to weird. He's making some odd choices for the situation. Meanwhile, Tallman just lost his monkey, got ripped off 10 cents, didn't get in Palace of Darkness. Got hit.
Geez.
And down to 1 heart.
As long as he can get in the door before he dies, he should be okay. But you cannot take a hit when this monkey's following you.
Those jumpy dudes do 2 hearts of damage, I think. It's either 2 or 3.
I think it's 2. Pretty sure it's just the murderodactyls that do 3.
Those things hit hard. I think they do 4.
Yep.
The ice rod is
no,
been found.
those are 3.
Hey,
Ice rod is in the
Meyer
cave.
shit.
Left to
Loot
Meyer,
is
yeah.
required.
I don't think boots are required, but the flute is. So red team still needs a couple things. They're missing the fun items. They probably aren't
flute
happy
is
about
only required if Misery Mire is required, and that's a pendant dungeon right now.
Yeah, but the ice rod's in the Meyer shed.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Just some bombs in the checkerboard.
Diabetus is destroying Armos with some well-placed arrows. Okay, that palace is done. First one into Palace of Darkness. Hey, Tallman. Psych is doing the blacksmith stuff.
Then we're going into the desert from Meyer, back way.
Like hammering down all the pegs one by one. What a disgrace.
Gonna be kind of sad when they go back into the village and find the boots. Just waiting
is-
for them in the house.
The worst thing in the world to see. Watch somebody do that without the boots.
Well, I hope he doesn't do the chest walk without the flute.
In a worst case scenario, you can still save and quit, and I think the chest still follows you.
It does. They made it that way, and now you don't need the mirror to do those, which is a new logic thing that is annoying. If you don't have the mirror and you know you could do that and it takes forever, that could be a place where the mirror itself could be.
I will get a nice new shiny shovel.
But we're gonna see with the unknown chest. Ooh, ether. That could be good.
They don't
Wait,
need
no,
it.
but Meyer. Never mind. Meyer is optional, so just the food is needed to get into the side cave.
It looks like Desert's got nothing in it, based on Flaming Rock running through it just now. We got some good choices by Diabetus. He's doing Palace of Darkness. I
Yep.
feel like he did those backwards though. Would have saved some time if he did
Definitely.
Palace of Darkness first.
Or at least
Yeah.
even unlocked Palace of Darkness with the monkey and then mirrored over and done Eastern first. Either way. Get that warp spot there.
Still kind of hard to tell who's really ahead. I would say red team just by a little bit though. But yeah, the medallion we're looking for here is Quake. It's the only one that matters.
Yep. No Quake has been found. No Red Cane. Got everything else that we need to finish. It's really those 2 items, and Red Team hasn't found everything. They're missing a couple of things off that list. They never saw the Ice Rod yet. They never saw the boots, the flute. They're gonna need the flute.
Quake is like the one kind of rude thing in this seed, honestly. Other than that, this is a very, very nice seed.
All 3 players
Flaming Rock
rocking that.
missing a couple of fire rod shots there on the land molded.
Psych warping back and forth. He's turning in his flute. Yes, he is.
Yes, I turned it on. Crystal for Flaming Rock. I want to say 2 for everybody except Tall Man.
Will Psych be the first one to go into blinds? I feel like he's going to do that right now.
Yeah, no, Flaming Rock is not keeping very good track of their items, unfortunately, so it makes it a little harder. Actually, do they have 3 crystals? I think I saw 3 on the screen there.
I don't think so. I think everybody has 2. Tallman might only have 1, but I'm pretty sure everyone has 2. Eyeball found the boots and the flute, so he's got the things he wanted. Now he's happier about it, I bet.
There is Blue Mail and Palace of Darkness, so it is worth going through the entire thing, though. I know Flaming Rock just has 2 items for crystals. Red Team has finally located their boots.
Eyeball wants to dig. Got his 5 cents.
Tallman about to go into the turtle room here in Pod.
First one to clear it. This is Tallman's behind because he's doing this dungeon. This is his second dungeon. It's taking forever. He's a little behind, but that dungeon's a long one, so that's why he doesn't have 2 crystals. And he spent some time in the overworld, more than he should have, honestly. Even though he did find a couple of things.
I want to say Tall Man is the one who skipped the dam the first time around. That cost a little bit of time.
Eyeball on into Thieves Town.
Tallman's taking some hits on this boss. Finish him
having
off.
a hell of a time hitting Helmsaur.
He'll die in just a few swings to that sword. Well, I feel like I would call it a risk to not go into dungeons right now.
Oh no, Flaming Rock lost the monkey.
And both teams have taken that risk. Both teams have looked around pretty hard for stuff outside of the dungeons, trying to save a little time. And it kind of paid off. They found the flute and the boots. They do need that stuff.
Boots and boots. Like right now, Hey Tallman and Flaming Rock are both doing Palace of Darkness, and that's not a great idea.
Yeah, they really shouldn't be. Psych is doing blinds just like I thought he would.
If you're the first person into a palace, you should be fully clearing it out. Like, you shouldn't be trying to rush through it unless you know you're in go mode.
Yes, and then the second person should just know exactly which chests to open.
Yeah, the first person in can just give them the optimal route.
Green team needs to find Quake and Samaria Kane, and they're good. But they don't have it yet. They're getting ahead of themselves. Dueling a dungeon shouldn't happen. That's just no good.
Like, they could be going for armor upgrades, I guess, but even then, I don't think it's worth it. Not when so much information is not yet known.
Nah, they're not hurting for HP. There's a Samaria Kane in blinds, no problem finding that. We're just missing Quake and we'll have seen everything.
Yep.
Players won't have, but we have. Just Quake.
Just need Quake and we will be ready to go.
Ice Rods
That's
and
the
Mire.
benefits of splitting up for your team.
Where are we gonna find that Quake? It's obviously not in Turtle Rock. That's what we need it for. It's somewhere else. Where's it at?
I know where it is, but I ain't talking.
That's the big question. I'm not looking it up. We'll wait and see. That Quake is gonna be the deal breaker here. If Red Team can find that and also find the easy to find stuff that Green Team has already found, they'll be going.
Oh no, Thieves Town is having an earthquake. The dungeon keeps shaking.
It's crazy. Now we'll see if this practice has paid off, as Eyeball has plenty of hearts. He shouldn't have any trouble with this boss. He doesn't have any upgrades though, really, that will help him with blind.
Yep, just got to play really well.
It's not a hard boss once you have him down. He's got plenty of health, but I've seen people die to him with more. He doesn't
I
have...
honestly do need more practice fighting blind without the cape or the cane.
He doesn't have either of those easy wins. But he also doesn't have the fire blocking shield. He doesn't have anything like that. He doesn't have full health, so he doesn't even have a beam. He just has to do it with pure skill and 9 hearts.
Could use the cane for that really weird strategy where you use the block to fight him.
That is a weird plan. He's already taken a couple
Or
lumps. 6 health left. He's not doing too well, honestly. This is not a good time to die, Eyeball. You do not want to lose to this boss. It's a long walk. You do have to go get her out of the cell. He's got him. 2 health left. Blind she has done.
Easy. No worries.
There you go.
One more crystal for Eyeball.
Oh,
Ooh.
Solomon though.
He's got a
taking the death.
fairy.
Oh, got a fairy.
He's working on the same dungeon. He's gonna catch that fairy all over again.
Yeah, apparently Flaming Rock skipped the blue mail. That is interesting. It's not really good communication going on if they skip the blue mail, because that's like the one thing you would want to get out of your way in that dungeon.
I don't know why he's in here if he didn't want that, because it seems like an early place to go. For
Yeah,
no
like
reason.
they both went into the Palace of Darkness and then they just, they must not be communicating a whole lot. Psych is moving to Skullwoods now.
It's a good move.
Divide and conquer.
Diabetus is picking up his boots and I imagine his flute.
I would hope so.
Well, they're gonna need it anyways for Turtle Rock.
At
Wait,
this
not Turtle
point,
Rock, sorry.
wondering what they're gonna do next after. Well, Beatus might do blinds as well. I don't know. That's a great idea. Like the red cane's in there. He's turning on his flute. That's gonna unlock a couple things that he could check.
Knowing the red cane is in there, that's what I would do.
It's true.
Between the two of them, they've cleared everything except one dungeon that they can clear, and Psych's already in that dungeon, so at this point it's overworld time.
Psych is going the long way around for some reason, though. Could just use the hook shot. Unless he's just... Oh, he must not have the big key yet. I wonder what happens if it takes the bullet, or if it takes the gun back and then shoots at a mod again.
I mean, it still tries to kill you. Same thing.
Special message. There's the blue mail. Flaming Rock got it. It must have just missed it in the dark maze. Holman working on blind. One heart away from death. Oh no!
Oh. Also still has a fairy though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, they do.
A backup fairy saved him twice.
Good planning.
It worked out. He doesn't have as many
Better
hearts
to have
as...
the fairy than death.
Yeah, Psych
Yep.
would have died too if he had that many hearts and he played like he did. Psych's checking the pedestal. Is this bad news?
Ah, I see you want the Quake Medallion. Go get every pendant.
No, it's nothing. Nothing here. Moving on.
I don't know. Those extra arrows, kind of tempting.
Right? It could be the silver arrow that kills Ganon. People always give me shit when I say, oh, it's just a single arrow upgrade, but that could be the good one. You never know. It happened. Somebody ran out of arrows in an earlier race.
It's true.
Had to finish off with the silverless strats.
If that ends up... No, well, it wasn't even the Ganon fight. It was in Ganon's tower with the mimics, so they had to leave and get more.
Oh, wow, that's bad.
Yep.
Round of applause for Diabetus
Yeah.
going through blind.
Diabetus is the sweetie that is the town treasure.
It's true. Having to do Mothula with no mana, but they do have the red sword, that'll help.
He just gets a red cane. Flaming Rock just now going to finish off the Eastern Palace.
Hey, Tommen going in the front door of Desert, even with the mirror spot from Meyer.
Yeah, that's slow. You don't need to do that.
They have the mirror, they have the boots, they have everything they need. There's no reason to go in the front if you have all those.
Psych is having an easy time with Mothula. Don't do spins. There you go. All of a sudden
Two's for
started
home.
to lose.
Well, looks like he's at 4 crystals now. I don't remember which one was crystal number 5.
Pod and Eastern are 5 and 6.
Okay.
I figure that'll be what Diabetes checks after blind.
When you have the blade
Problem
beam,
is-
blind is no challenge at all. It's very easy to take him out. She can't deal with those room-wide attacks. So Diabetes is
Not
trying to
sure.
not get hit. Just for the
They
sake
are
of making
running
it
out of
easier.
stuff they can do without Quake. They're going to need that at some point, so they're going to have to go elsewhere. It's not the dungeons.
Well, Psych's about to find the Ice Rod, which is going to knock both teams to just needing Quake.
It's a race to find it.
Now, red team is ahead by 1 crystal, but that's not going to matter too much if Quake ends up in green team's hands first.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big
Right
deal
now it
breaker.
is absolutely a race for Quake.
We're not seeing anything we haven't seen already on anybody's screen. I don't know where Quake is, but it's not in any of these places.
Like it's checking Meyer for Bombos, but that's not going to be necessary, I think. Pretty low chance that Meyer's going to have Quake.
That would be just snatching up the S-Road as well real quick. Now what?
Thinking about what to do. Psych, I don't know if he's going to go for Tower of Hera. It looks like he might be doing that.
You know what? I don't think we've seen Hookshot Cave.
We have not.
Nope.
And we haven't seen Spike Cave either, which is not really impossible. We saw this last time. The whole race was held up because Spike Cave expected you to bring a bottle.
And everybody found it right at the same time.
Yeah. It was in there last time because of that. Hopefully that's not the case. That would really slow people up.
Is that a thing that the logic can do, like make you go across Spike Cave with medicine instead of a cape or cane?
I think so.
The only thing the logic requires for Spike Cave is hammer, moon pearl, bottle.
Okay.
Psych's gonna clean up Tower of Hera while he's here. Not too bad of an idea. Diabetus is finding out that Tower Desert has ether, which isn't what they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
If it was Quake, then the other team would already be ready to go. Like, the other team would be winning if that was Quake instead of ether.
See, this is where the teamwork really comes in, because once you're at a point where you have everything but a single item, it's going to come down to how effectively you can split up and start searching.
Definitely. Once you get past all your crystal dungeons, I like to send one player into pendant dungeons and the other person go check all the overworld places that you might have missed.
You can get 6 crystals out of the 7, but both players should not have that. Both players should be scanning the overworld now. And maybe even doing pendant dungeons looking for the missing piece. Because you have already cleared on both teams all of this. There's no Quake here. There's no Quake in Tower of Hera, there's no Quake in Desert, there's no Quake in Blinds. And hey, Tallman's gonna learn that there's no Quake in Skull Woods. They do have the red crystals. It could be there.
Nobody's been to any of the pendant dungeons. Nobody's checked the Fat Fairy.
Yeah, whole lot of play. The Graveyard hasn't been checked. Bumper Cave, I don't think. No, it hasn't, because no one can even do it, but they haven't looked either.
Bonk Cave hasn't been checked.
Yeah, that's an easy one to check, and we've had players miss that too.
Bonk Cave is so easy to check, but it's one of the most forgotten ones I found.
Well, hopefully Psych checks Hookshot Cave, because that's 5 chests I haven't seen.
Yep. Hookshot Cave. I don't think Floating Island, that wasn't anything.
It's been a long time since I've seen anything of relevance on that island, honestly. At 53
I had the red
minutes,
cane there in a practice seat yesterday.
54 minutes in, and we have 5 crystals on red team, and 4 or 3 on green team, something like that, on the further player.
No, Catfish has been done. It was a sword upgrade.
What about the pyramid?
I don't know if anyone's checked Pyramid.
Flaming Rock has
I don't know if
died.
he did.
Does he have a fairy?
Nope.
He doesn't. That's really gonna hurt. We had our first actual boss death there at Blinds for Flaming Rock.
just getting out. It's like, nope, I'm done. Screw this. Somebody else can kill him.
Tallman taking care of Mothula.
Yeah, Psych, it looks like he's headed up to Hookshot Cave now.
I don't know what he's doing right now. What is he want health potion instead of mana?
Oh, I see. He wants health.
That's interesting.
Not sure why he wants health.
Yep, the Tallman's up to 5th crystal now.
Yeah, I didn't think it was far behind.
He just checked Bomb Cave. That was just a 20 though.
There's also King's Tomb to the right and the ledge, graveyard ledge.
Yep.
And I don't know if anyone's
Graveyard
checked.
Ledge, that was already checked.
Blacksmith chest.
I don't know about King's Tomb though. I don't think they had the boots yet. Like is not going for Hookshot Cave. Oh, he's going to check the floating island first. The green rupee.
Oh, that's definitely guaranteed to be required, right?
Could be. That could be the rupee that kills Ganon.
Silver arrows in the Hookshot Cave. They're gonna want that.
Yes.
These players probably don't like to do the spin too much.
It's right on the way to Ganon's tower, so you might as well pick these up anyways. Big time
Yeah,
silver.
right.
That's all that was in there, but they're probably excited about finding those. They probably included on their needed list, honestly. Really, all they need is the items to get the dungeons done, which is just Quake, and then I think they'll agree that they're in go mode at that point because they have silver arrows. There's pretty much no contest that they're ready to go.
And it's all understood why wanted the red potion going straight for the spy cave.
Yes,
that's
this
it.
makes sense. He's gonna make it. He's got hearts. You only need about 14. He's got 20, 25. He's good.
Don't mess up your potion.
What's in Spy Cave? Is it
that
Quake?
team.
Spike Cave.
Nope.
Also about to, or already got their silvers. Never mind.
Yep.
Almost
Teams
going
have silver
to. What
arrows.
is that?
No,
Still
hey
going to
Tallman
be a race
cannot
pick.
do that. Spy Cave. He just cannot do it.
Green team is a little behind in terms of hearts right now. Hopefully that doesn't end up being the decider.
One of them dying to a boss doesn't help either.
Yeah.
That's gonna be holding him up. I don't know. I'm starting to think it's on Bomb Ferry or in a pendant dungeon.
There's a couple of places it could still be.
Swamp Palace seems like an easy choice to put an item in.
Yep, Swamp Palace would likely be the best one just because that's 5 items.
I would probably
6 items.
Yeah, it is 6.
Oh right, Swamp is 6, Palace of Darkness is 5. I'll mix those up.
Instead of clearing the dungeons that have already been done, I think I would send one person to Swamp and one person to do the bomb and ice. That's probably what I would do.
Yeah. Psych is going... Did Psych do Palace of Darkness? I don't think he did.
Yeah, Pendant Mire's the last place you want to be on a map.
Yeah. Meyer has 2 chests.
Can they even get into Mire?
Uh...
No, I don't even think they can. It's Bombos, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Meyer was Bombos. They can't get in.
So they got no concern about Mire. The other 2 should be being done, in my opinion, and the bomb chest should probably be done before ice gets started. 'Cause
Like,
ice
right
takes
now, what Psych is doing, it's I don't agree with this. He should be going to other dungeons.
Yeah, he wants to
Beatus
have
has
all
already
6
been
done,
to
but
Palace of Darkness.
this is
Definitely.
not going to help Beatus get done faster.
Like, it's fine to have both people close in progression if you know where everything is, if you know you're in go mode. But if you don't, like, you're just kind of
Yeah.
prolonging...
They're both
Time
just playing
before.
catch up here. Nobody's getting any new information.
Nope.
I don't
Yeah,
like
it
that
could
play
be.
at all.
Could be Green Pendant, it could be any of the Pendant dungeons, it could be the Fat Fairy Cave. We just don't know.
We're about to hit the hour mark. I like it when I have 4 or 5 crystals at an hour. That seems like a good seed, even though I don't really like what they're doing. That is about right. Seeds
Ravenstorm, yeah, Zora has been checked. That was just a piece of heart.
Yeah, 2 pieces of heart in the Zora lands.
Big ol' ripoff. It's like remembering he has silver arrows now. Lemon Rock taking a death on something.
That's another blind death.
Oh no.
Hey, Tallman is bringing the big bomb over. That could be it if he finds this Quake. He's doing the right things, looking for Quake.
Yep.
And that might cost Red Team the game, even though they're in the lead, in my opinion. They can't.
Like,
they're making mistakes.
Red Team, in terms of progress right now, they're ahead, but in terms of information, they're not. No, neither team is ahead in terms of information. That's the most important thing.
Until they find that Quake, they have nothing sealed. Red Team's looking for it, and they're not. That's what I see.
Yep. Like, Red is not going to learn anything new by doing these dungeons. They're both just hoping
Just 10
for
arrows on the
progression.
pyramid.
That fairy cave is 10 arrows. And
Flaming
Big
Rock
Toady.
almost, but not quite killing Blind. Having a horrible time with Blind. He should just go buy a potion. Won't take him long.
Yeah. Or there's even fairies in the dungeon you can catch. Like, you can just make one
Yeah.
and you got powder.
Yeah, that too.
You can powder right here on this next screen to the right. There's a bunny beam literally right there.
Like, you waste a little bit of time going to get a fairy, but it's better than dying and starting from the beginning again. Question is, are they going to go for it? Nope.
Maybe
just
he's
running back in.
grabbing the Mothula crystal.
Like, Beatus really needs to be looking elsewhere now. He needs to start going to pendant dungeons. Unfortunately, we know that the super bomb is going to be a waste, but he doesn't know that, so he might go for that.
It's a good move to check
That
that.
would be my play if I was in his shoes.
Flaming Rock
Beatus is in.
taking vengeance on Blind on the 4th try. Got him. Almost
Yeah.
died again. Proving that fairies are for chumps. I guess.
Beatus is going to Darkwold Village. Might be going for Thieves Town. Did he finish Thieves Town already? I think
He has 6 crystals.
Oh yeah, he had to have them because last one was Turtle Rock, and we're gonna need. Quake for
Diabetus
that.
is in the
They're
lead.
both about to be at 6 crystals here.
Yeah. Diabetus is actually leading the pack here for progress, but not for being done. He just can't find this thing. He has nothing to do now except for he is forced to do this now. At this point, he has no options but to look for what he's supposed
Looks
to
like
do.
Tall Man is going into Swamp Palace, so we do have somebody at least going to dungeons.
That would be the dungeon I would pick.
Bumper Cave is garbage. Maybe this is checking the graveyard ledge.
Woodcutter Cave is just half magic.
Yeah, it's junk.
Unfortunately, too far out of your way to get just for that.
The moment that Aghanim is proven to be optional, that went out the window.
Not worth the 5-minute trek up the tower.
I would debate if it was worth the 30-second trek over to it from the sanctuary. Honestly, I don't know if I'd go for that. I like to have it, but I don't like to waste time, and I don't feel like I need it that badly. It's just
A
fun.
mushroom in the Swamp Palace.
That could be it.
At this point, you best just be clearing out the entire thing anyways.
You would immediately mirror out and go check the mushroom.
Maybe. Maybe if 2 people were
Oh
running
boy, a
swamp.
mushroom.
Looks like Beatus is heading to swamp as well.
Smart.
Swamper checking the super bomb.
Like for me, at least, I'd be going dungeons first, just because anybody can do the overworld. Whereas going into a dungeon, that's kind of like a big commitment. You have to isolate yourself from the overworld there.
He's making the bomb play.
Well, unfortunately, not going to play off.
Oh well. They'll at least get some knowledge.
We'll get some money and put Beatus back at what is it? I can't tell if that's 995 or
Yep.
095. Back to the big 1,000.
He's almost there. The big 1,000, can't believe it. Richest man in Hyrule has 4 digits of cash. No one else is allowed to have that much money. Diabetus has definitely improved quite a bit.
Not flooding the key wisely.
Red team has come far in their skill at this. They just need to work on their routing. There's definitely some problems here.
Because now, like, once Psych is finished with Helmasaur here, they're both going to be in the same position where neither of them can really do much until somebody finds Quake.
They really shouldn't be in that position. They really should have found it by now. No matter where it's at, they should have had it by now.
That's why you need somebody scouting out. You need somebody looking around constantly, unless you're in go mode.
Easy silver kill there for Psych.
What's the worst place it could be at? Like on the boss of Ice Palace or something? Because they should have found it even if that's the case by now. And they should be ready to go.
Yeah, Ice Palace would be the worst.
Or in Mire. Somewhere deep in Mire. Behind Bombos.
Yeah,
It's
Bombos.
in the middle of Ice Palace.
That would be the scumbag thing if Ice Palace, Big Chest or something had Bombos and then they had to go to Mire. That would be the worst, and they still should have it by now. And then they would be the ones to go.
Red Mail in Swamp Palace.
And the Quake.
All Man is just leaving. Wait, did they find Quake?
They found
Yeah.
Quake.
Oh, shit.
Got the Quake. Good to go. Got out immediately.
There we
This
go.
is going to be bad news for Red Team. Not too bad, though, because they are ahead, and Diabetus is doing the right move and checking the big dungeon. Swamp Palace
Flaming
is
Rock,
correct.
unfortunately, still has not finished any of the dungeons yet. He needs to update his tracker.
Not a single thing. I can't believe this.
So far behind. From the
Blind
looks of things,
killed
though,
him.
Flaming Rock is also about to do Turtle Rock, so...
She stole
that'll be
all of his
really
things
good.
when Blind got that kill.
Hey, Beatus is going to Swamp now, so that's good. But it will put them at a little bit of a disadvantage, because Haytalman and Flaming Rock can both start working on Turtle Rock as soon as they're...
I really want to see Vetus leave to turn in the mushroom instead of doing the dungeon.
That's what I was just thinking.
That would kick ass. Psych is checking the chest. First one to do it. If I were him, I would head to Ice Palace at this point. There's nowhere else left. I mean, that's just the way it is. There's nowhere else left. It's Ice Palace or Swamp.
Yep.
Flaming Rock heading into Swamp now. Yep, and Eyeball going to Ice.
So they're like a dungeon or two ahead, but they're gonna be looking for Quake, while the other team quickly catches up, doing half of those dungeons. They'll be going through twice as fast. I don't know if that's enough to catch up or not. It's gonna be closer than it should be. Red team was pretty well ahead, but
The big thing is, Flaming Rock has taken a lot of boss deaths.
yeah, he's the one furthest behind because he
Yes.
died to Blind got him 3 times.
But if Tallman finishes, then everything after that counts for half for Flaming Rock.
Does Tallman have all 6?
No, I think he's missing Hera also.
That's an
Yeah,
easy one.
Tallman's probably just going to go right for the Ganon's Tower to Hair Warp.
This might come down to how good Flamin' Rock is at finishing, because I don't think that anyone's going to beat Tallman.
Diabetus also not flooding the key. It's important since Quake's over on the left side over there.
If Tallman only has to do Hera after this, then he's gonna be done first. No contest.
Here's the big key. You know, the nice thing is that they don't even have to go through the little laser gauntlet at the end. They know that they have the big key and they have everything else they'll need.
Which chest had Quake in it?
They might need a small key out of it.
That's true. Which chest had Quake? The one in the 4-block pushing room.
Yeah, the left side of the hookshot drop down room.
Diabetus will have it soon.
Yes, should be the next chest he gets.
Very minimal hijinks from this seed. Having this thing being swamped, the first dungeon that you would check out of the pendants that were there, that's pretty friendly.
Quake is literally the rudest thing in the seed, that's it. Everything else was completely straightforward.
Go mode. Psych should be warping out as well. There he goes. There's that communication. They're probably screaming about it at this time.
Hey, get over here!
Psych is probably using his voice modulator.
Diabetus is not even going back to the light world. He's so excited to have Quake.
But the mushroom!
Now, I don't know how much I would say that Flaming Rock is ahead of Diabetus. Not much. Maybe not enough, because Diabetus does not need Tower of Hera. He does have to get up there. He's half a dungeon behind on Turtle Rock. And Hey Tallman just took a death to the Chain Chomps.
Ooh,
As
ow.
a fairy, though.
That's not good.
He has consistently had that emergency fairy ready to go. It's good that he knows he needs it and is prepared. He would be way worse off if he didn't do that. That's the third time. He's gonna grab another one right now.
Mark.
Nope, missed him. Plenty of opportunities to get one in here,
Oh.
though.
Ate the fairy by mistake. You fool.
Turtle Rock is
You ate that one,
extremely
too.
friendly to this plan of eating fairies. It's really friendly for that if you can do that. I ate all 3 of the fairies. Oh
Stop
no.
eating. Oh.
Well, that's
There's
okay.
4 more he can get here. Just a second.
Yeah, and then
You
there's 3
scumbag,
more after
save
that
some
in
for
the
everyone
final
else.
room. So we're still good. We still got it. Gonna need some mana soon though. He's skipping that room. I don't think you can do that. Generally speaking, I feel like you need that key a lot of the time. This might go bad for Tallman. He's kind of pathing Turtle Rock wrong. I feel like you should always go left and get the key off that dude.
Yeah.
I do too.
He doesn't have the big key. I mean, he has the big key, so he's turning around. He must have realized he's missing that key, or he doesn't have mana. He doesn't like it. One of those two.
Like, it's hard to say because it seems like Green's execution isn't quite as good as Red here.
Yeah,
So they might still have a chance on Red side.
better routing, worse execution, I would say. Let's release that
There
fairy.
we
Maybe
go.
it'll do me a favor.
No, you can't make any more fairies. I know you want to, just don't do it.
He's been bunnied. He's got the key. That key
Alright.
could be just essential to opening the last door. Like if you
Oh,
can help it,
definitely.
you don't want to open the last 4 chests. And even if you can open the last 4 chests, it might not be in there. You might not get that key that you need. You want to get that key that that guy has.
I skipped the big chest earlier this week, and there was the key. Had to go all the way back for it.
Is Psych flooding the key because he doesn't care? Because he knows? That's a good play. Leaving the blue switch down, everything. All the plays that you know exactly where Quake is. Look at that. That'll save him some time.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going by average time, which means if Flaming Rock finishes first, Green Team might still have a chance here. I mean, if Tallman finishes first, but Flaming Rock is up there. Does he have all the crystals? I have no idea how well along he is.
I think
No.
I think this is the last one for Flaming Rock, yeah.
This might be closer
Yeah,
than I
Flaming
thought.
Rock has 6 crystals. going into T-Rock.
Psych is the lagger here. Man, Flaming Rock died 3 times the blind, and he still got all those crystals in that. Diabetes goes down. I don't know what he was thinking with that move.
Might just be trying to go back to the entrance to the dungeon faster? I don't know.
Missed those 2 chests there. Fired the hook shot straight into the roller and then got run over.
Oh, he didn't get the... Ooh, that's not good. Like, he's gonna pick up some blue medicine. We're doing Turtle Rock, I don't blame him for that.
This is a very close match. I'm not sure who's got it.
Oh man, I don't know what he's doing. Just shoot arrows. Do arrows go over that? Maybe they don't go over the pegs. Oh,
No, arrows go over the pegs.
They
I
do.
don't know why he's using the block then.
So do boomerangs.
You know what? He doesn't have
Well-
mana for the red cane. He's totally out of his league right now in this. He's got to
Oh,
turn
he
around.
can't go. He needs more though. Yeah.
He can't do it.
Diabetus taking another death though.
Did he
Oh,
get
I
the
guess this
key?
one's more of a death warp.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, I got the key out of the right side.
Hey, Tallman has to back up and
Oh.
find some mana, which actually is pretty far back. He has to go a whole mess back. Not that far back. Oh, jeez.
Mirroring out.
That's not where you wanted to go. Oh, man.
Taking the nuclear option.
I was thinking he'd go back to where the big chest was. Why did he get sent back there?
Because he
Well,
didn't
again-
go out and around to check the big chest. He went right at the pokey room.
Oh, no.
Just like, I know where there's mana. Start of the dungeon. We're going back.
That's going to buy Eyeball the time he needs to maybe keep this in the game.
Yeah, because he's just going to the dungeon now, so it's going to be pretty close still.
We're gonna have all 4 players in Turtle Rock at the same time.
Looks like it. Flaming Rock needs to do this, and Hey Tallman needs to do Tower of Harris still, so he's still got work cut out for him. They're only halfway through Turtle Rock, all of them. Diabetes is honestly right with the other 2 at this point. It's a fight for first for those 3, and Psych is not that far behind, a minute behind.
And Tallman still has to go to Tower of Hera.
Yeah, that's gonna stop him from getting first, I think. I can't believe he lost his lead, but he did. He had some trouble here in this place.
A lot of deaths will do that to you.
Running out of magic will get you every time.
God. Are we going to have to factor
Oh,
in the
no.
red team's 1 second handicap here?
He got shot. He's got a fairy. That's the 4th, 5th, maybe fairy res I've seen.
Better a fairy res than a game over.
Red team is rocking 12 hearts. They don't have the red mail, so they're actually
This is
worse
true.
off.
Red Mail was the next chest after the Quake and Swamp.
They just didn't go get it because they wanted to leave so fast. I understand.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing.
Oh yeah, me too.
They'd probably be upset when they'll hear that, but
Hopefully that doesn't end up being the decide. Because they took a death from not having red mail.
they got too excited about the right move, which is to not loot any more chests. At all, really.
Yeah, at this point they don't need to open another chest except for looking for keys.
Oh man, doing a little bit of a odd route of the grid room.
The tower is a big area that could go either way, and Psych tends to want to go right if he can help it. Like he wants to go right so badly that he'll go left, get a key, and then turn around and go right.
Diabetus is doing something. I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to hit the chest. There you go.
Trying to hit the chest to flip the switch.
Like
That's
he was
not
throwing
gonna
his
work.
boomerang at it. That's not how these work.
Tallman needs a
You have to
key.
hit the switch.
Come on, Beatus, you're a world record holder. You should know these things.
Oh, he went the wrong way. Okay, the last key, Tallman died for it, but he has it, and he's locked in the right place down there, so...
Yep. Opened up the door.
Check
Did he go out the door,
Yeah, I
or
think
just
so.
to open it up?
Yeah, no, he went out it.
Okay.
First one to try next. Down he goes. Psych is halfway through the dungeon now as well. He got his last key. Diabetus doesn't know where that key is, but he'll be able to relay that information to Psych, which is going to help him a lot. He can tell him to skip everything on the way. Diabetus gets killed, but he did get his save point there.
Yep.
It's a very hard key to check for.
Yeah, not having the cape and the cane, the blue cane, is going to be a little tough there. Tallman going to be the first one in on try next.
He dies again, but he did get the key. Tallman is finishing up the boss, but Tallman's the one who needs another whole dungeon. That's going to take 3 minutes at least to do. It's not going to be hard by any means, but it's going to take some time. It's like no matter how you do it. Hopefully we don't see any trouble with Trinex.
Ooh.
Like, Beatus does not have what he needs to...
Tallman doesn't have
Tallman out of magic?
Doesn't have enough magic to fire the
Oh
rod.
no!
That's no good. He keeps having magic trouble. Where did Beatus get his magic from just now? Eat a green potion?
Maybe? No, Psych bought the... Wait, no, Psych bought a red potion.
Beatus just got mana from something.
Tallman... Oh god, Tallman is to burn his fairies too.
Beatus is having some trouble. Pretty amusing amount of trouble, actually. He has to heal again.
It's a very fiendish puzzle.
What is this? The worst room in the game for Beatus. He's got a fairy, he's taking it.
Well, Flaming Rock is getting their Trinex now.
Just,
they have medicine though, so it should absolutely be happening.
He's
Flaming
so
Rock's
confused.
looking to be the first one
Beatus,
done.
please, just throw the skull at it or something, man.
Beatus, come on, man. He tried to get fancy because he saw somebody use the block in that room one time.
He saw the Samaria dash or something and he thinks he can do it. Well, here we go. Oh, Beatus is on Trinex. He's got a fairy for backup. You need to conserve your mana here, but red sword will help a lot.
Yeah, Flaming Rock just has to get the red head down, but will be doable. So I've missed like 5 shots in a row with the Ice Rod, and it looks like the same thing. Oh, there you go.
3 people at Trinex.
Beatus is doing okay here. He's almost got it.
Oh no! Flaming Rock is down. I don't know if they have a fairy.
Beatus has killed
That's
both
a game over.
heads.
No fairy.
Is Beatus going to be the first one to get it? It looks like him and Hey Tallman are in the same spot. Beatus has a fairy. I don't know about Tallman.
Fun bit of trivia about Trinex. He's called that because he actually has 3 necks.
It's true. It's absolutely
Some people would
true.
ask me, like, why don't they call him Binecks? He only has 2 necks, but there's a 3rd one underneath.
There is. Diabetus has killed him as well. Tallman and Beatus are both done here.
Flaming Arc running away to get potions.
What a goofy ending here. Well, this is going to be really close.
Again, it's Tower for Beatus. But not for Tallman, not yet. He still has Tower of Hair to do. Eyeball is here, representing Red Team. They are neck and neck, Red Team is. They're both together now, synced up, as they were once before. If Eyeball can finish the boss, oh no! Okay, he's got him.
Whoop.
That was really close, Eyeball. He had 1 shot left on his little wand. So, you can spin dash and hit the head of Trinex before he lights up his orb during that phase before it's lit. And if you do it right, you spin dash left and hit him twice, which does double damage, so you really mess him up.
Right now.
Diabetus wants his silver arrows, yeah. Now he's heading to the boss.
Oh yeah, that's right. Tallman still has to do Tower of Para.
Yep.
Yeah,
There's
looks
those
like Red
Lionels.
is going to be taking the lead here.
Yeah. With all
Red's-
those Trinex deaths.
Red's in a good place.
Of course, yeah, considering all the deaths that we've seen, execution could be a factor here.
Flaming Rock still has to do Total Rock. He's still working on that. That's really killing him. That's really sealing this for Red. Flaming Rock dying so
Yeah.
much.
Flaming Arc's gonna have to go all the way through the entire dungeon
Oh,
again.
did they not finish it? That's not good.
No, they flew away for potions.
I don't know if I agree with that. Like, there is the full mana refill before Trinex, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, and health. You can have a fairy and
It's-
the full mana. gives you everything you need. I don't think I would ever leave that dungeon. When you have the net, the powder, like you have everything you need to get in there and get full health and a heal in emergency too. Diabetus has gone left in the tower. Psych is now entering the tower. Where's this key? Does anyone have any guess? I forgot to ask.
It's in this room.
Oh yeah? There it is. Thanks for the heads up.
Everything is in this room, yeah.
All the keys in that room. Three
Just
small
the key
keys
room.
and the big key.
No messing around.
Well, this is a huge advantage for red team because they're ready to go.
They're finishing up. There's not much left in this. We're looking at
Barring any
135
kind of
on red team.
Horrible Trinex catastrophe. It's going to be red team for sure.
Easy mole norm for Tallman.
I watched these guys, it wasn't just a week or two ago that these guys couldn't beat 2 hours together, so they've come a long way, Psych and Diabetus.
Our friendship.
They just need to work on their ideas for where to go are incorrect, in my opinion.
Yep.
Not the best options. Like, nothing's ever wrong, really, but there's better, more efficient ways to do things than what they did.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely could be improved.
And that's what their big problem is at this point. Not really. I mean, they could play a little better, but they're playing okay for the most part.
It's just gonna take practice and, you know, repetition to get it down, though, really.
Flaming Rock and Tallman do need to work on their playing because they're dying a lot. Tallman died
Yes.
less because he had fairies. You won't always be able to depend on that. You might not have the
fairies. You definitely want to be able to do stuff without fairies because it is not always going to be guaranteed, like Smite said.
Like you were saying about the half magic, you don't know if it's worth the 30 seconds from the sanctuary. I feel that way about the net. If it's more than any way out of the way, I don't ever go for it.
I never
Yeah,
use it anyway.
Net, you definitely want to go out of your way for it.
I just go for it at full health. I just do my best. If I'm really scared, I end up just buying a blue potion. I hate depending on fairies. They take forever to use.
Also, blue potions are just more efficient.
Yeah, they solve 2 problems instead of 1.
Yeah.
So I like to have one of those. If I'm really scared for some reason, like I in that case I'd probably have 6 hearts or something. I might buy a blue potion. That might sound like a good idea. I still probably wouldn't go for a fairy. Fairy would heal better, but I don't know. This gauntlet is where I really miss the half mana. That half mana really helps here. I like to use fire here, but it's not the end of the world if you can't. They're both in the exact same room. Like, are you seeing the synchronization of this team?
They started off synced up, they're going to end synced up from the looks of things.
They're both doing the exact same moves, just 5 seconds away from each other. How fast they kill land molus could put one in front of the other one. Is one of them a good archer and the other one's not? They could have, you know what? They could have relayed the information on how land molus jumped and had that ready to go and made sure the other one got the supreme communication with this kind of sync.
That is the ultimate test of teamwork, if you can relay the RNG effectively.
I mean, if you're 5 seconds
Try
behind me,
next.
I would expect you to, honestly. I would say,
Because-
what way did the first one jump?
The RNG for randomizer is seeded, like you will always get the same patterns on bosses.
It's true.
Oh, Flaming Rock might be running out of magic.
He's got a bottle this time. His plan worked.
Okay.
Now, he is hurt. He needs to not get killed.
Yep.
He missed.
The red head is
Jeez.
really good at dodging the ice rod.
He's
I've got
almost dead. He
only
cannot
by
take
5.
another hit, and he still hasn't killed that redhead. He still hasn't done it. There he goes. He needs to kill this boss without taking any damage, because it will kill him at this point.
Oh, jeez.
He should be okay. This part's not too bad, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a little tricky, but the way you bounce off of it is helpful. Where did Tallman
Ooh.
die? He has a fairy though, but where did he
Taking
go
the
down?
death
Dying
of
in
the
the gauntlet.
That's not an uncommon place to die. Flaming Rock is finally heading into Ganon's tower, but I think that's too little too late, unfortunately. Diabetus has failed the torch challenge. Maybe twice.
So did Eyeball.
Ooh. I don't know how that happened to both of them. They synced up a failure.
They're too well synced, yeah. They're syncing up their failures. Psych missed the torch with the lamp somehow, despite being on the same platform. That takes talent. That's like hitting the goalpost in soccer. It takes more skill to hit that.
Okay, they're both on their way now. They're over this.
Moved past the tricky fire room.
A red potion for the room here.
Beatus just saying, screw you, Key, I don't need you.
Psych doing the same thing.
Problem is now Beatus does have to go into the center of the circle to pick up. Oh no, the blue key, there it is. He's actually going to need that key. Oh no, wait, he has some. Never mind. That's a
Yeah,
zero.
he's got plenty.
Let's see with the compression.
They're both loaded with keys. That one room with the big key had like 4 in it, so... They have like every key there is, honestly. Diabetes got knocked off. He just cannot get a break from Moldorm. That's like the 4th
Another
time.
point for Moldorm.
Yeah.
Moldorm's
Moldorm.
the MVP today.
He's 4. Oh no, he got psyched too. He's 5 and 3 today.
5 points.
Wow.
That's like 1 1/4 races worth of players right now that he's owned.
Beatus has slain his last Moldorm unless he falls on the way out. Psych has poked Moldorm and knocked off because he didn't kill him with the... Oh no.
Oops.
The sync is ruined by
Moldorm
Psych falling.
taking another.
This is too much. You gotta desync sometimes.
These guys are starting
Flaming
to
Rock
slip.
about to grab the big key.
Psych is done again!
Oh no!
Will he be on Moldorm for the next 30 minutes? Will it cost him the game? Aghanim for
Tallman's about to catch up to Moldorm.
Yeah,
Aghanim
we're
for
getting pretty
Beatus.
close.
It's only 2 hits on slow Moldorm to kill him with the red sword. Down again, Eyeball, please! Stop it, stop it!
Wow.
Moldorm has killed 2 races worth of people now.
Moldorm the Unstoppable. There's a lot of things you can do to Moldorm. You can hold your sword out, you can dash through him, you can do all kinds of stuff to keep him from doing that to you. He poked him again, now he's mad. Oh no. Furious Moldorm.
Oh wow.
He's finally dead. Aghanim's also
Hey,
dead.
there you go.
Oh, Tallman
Another
getting
point.
knocked down too.
Moldorm is not done.
Psych deciding that chest is no good.
Oh yeah, Diabetus is about to fight Ganon, but we're watching Moldorm. This is more important.
That's right. Moldorm killed by Tallman on his way, tagging him. He's not too far behind the other 2. Unfortunately, his teammate is. Flaming Rock is going to cost Green the game. Unfortunately, died just too many times. Cannot. Even if you just took his blind deaths away, it wouldn't even be the Trinex. Either one of those bosses being done better would have sealed this for Green Team.
Yeah.
If you take the deaths away, if you take away or if you leave the deaths, if you take away the fluting to get potions, when you're right there at the end of the Trinex fight.
He needed them
adds
though.
up.
The end of it, when they finally won, it was a battle they had those on. He needs to work on that boss.
Alright, Psych is working on Ganon now.
You should be able to beat Trinex with the basic mana pool. With the red sword, it's 4 shots, 2 from each rod. That should be
Oh,
it.
Beatus does
He just
not
has a
have any
fairy,
buttons, does he?
and he also has a red
okay.
potion.
Oh, that's right, he picked that up again in the tower. And people were asking, why did you pick up stuff? That's why I picked up stuff.
Well, he doesn't know where the red mellow is either, and he would probably like to have it. He doesn't know that he missed it.
Yeah.
You armchair pros. Alright, Beatus is getting the final phase now. I think he's using the cane. I don't know if that's a good idea though.
Yeah, that's
You want
gonna.
that magic
No,
to
actually, on
wipe it.
Ganon it does nothing, so it's just lagging the game.
Well, that, and it also causes, like, he's draining all of his magic. He's gonna need that for the torches. I don't know if he bought medicine.
Yeah. What you want to
Still
do,
blue.
if you're immortal like that, especially, is spin. You can hit him twice when he's in the corner and get double
But
damage.
remember-
And all.
You can't spin while you've got the cane up.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
cane ruins
blue
that,
cane's
so it's bad.
Really bad.
I hate the blue cane a lot. I have a million problems with the blue cane, and that's
Oh.
just the start of it. Psych is almost dead.
Psych is a pixel away from death there with a very good save. All right, Beatus is done.
Beatus is
World record.
finished.
For
135.22.
world record. Oh, and a half heart for Tallman.
You win.
Beatus has done it.
All that practice is paying off.
That's gonna buy Psych a whole lot of time. Tallman got
Psych
taken
is gonna
out.
Be able to do.
He's a fairy. Again, I can never tell if he's dead or not. He has more fairies than anyone I've ever seen. Ready to go. Consistently ready for death.
Psych is one arrow away from one or two. I think it's two.
He's being very careful with his mana now. And that's because he wasted it on the blue cane. Not sure why he did that.
Yep.
I think Psych is
Wasted it and
finished.
immediately gave it all away with getting hit by fire bats.
All right. Well, that's a win for red team here because both of them are
Definitely
finished now.
GG to Psychedelic Eyeball.
136.40 for eyeball, thereabouts. They are done.
Yeah,
They got
Flaming
first
Rock.
and second. 35. 136.35.
Flaming Rock unfortunately cost a lot of time in this race. Could definitely be on Ganon right now, if not finished.
And that's
Tallman gets
GG for
third.
Tallman.
They're really
been
close, all
extremely
told.
close.
With that 5 minutes, a lot of things could have changed that.
Come on, more points from Oldworm. One last hurrah.
No such luck.
Ah, Moldorm, you're the real MVP. Let's get Moldorm in here in the call. I want to talk to him. He did good. He's like the
Had a
the
great
racers
game
aren't the
today.
only one. The racers aren't the only ones who've been training, by the way. Moldorm has really been stepping up their game. Great work.
Hello, Beatus, Psych.
Hello.
GG, guys.
He did it.
Thank you.
Thank you. How do we do?
Well, I'm happy to report that you got another new world record.
Yeah.
Was there ever any doubt? Did you see the three names in my file? I'm like fucking Babe Ruth pointing outside the stadium, baby.
You
And his
guys,
WAR is unmeasurable.
you guys.
Although I
were,
will admit, I got confused in Turtle Rock. I think I was getting tired.
Yeah,
me
there
too.
was, you got knocked
there
out
was-
by
there was some-
Moldorm about 11 times between the two of you.
Yeah, that was a problem as well.
Yes,
It's always
Moldorm
something with
MVP.
Moldorm. Moldorm, either I'm like, I nailed this, or it's like, oh my god, I forgot video games completely.
Yeah, Moldorm fucking destroyed me in round 2.
Well, I can tell you,
Yeah.
you guys were asking for, well, Psyche especially, you were trying to figure out why you take more than 2 hours. Your routing was costing you the game for a while there, because you both had done, between the two of you, all the dungeons that you could, and you were still doing them, like you were just doing those over and over, without knowing where the Quake was, which was not in one of those dungeons. You finally found it, but you found it after them. It almost cost you. The reason why you won is they had a lot of trouble with the bosses. They've died a couple times.
Yeah. Like you definitely need to be exploring more dungeons instead of just clearing stuff the other person has done.
That's fair.
Unless you're already in go mode, like you definitely want somebody looking for new stuff.
Information is so important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Flaming Rock, making
Because
quick, easy
if-
work for Ganon.
if they hadn't done,
Oh,
if they haven't taken a lot of deaths everywhere, you absolutely would have been That would have been a lot closer if not the loss.
So they found Quake much quicker than we did?
Not much
By
quicker,
about
but they
5
caught up to you
minutes,
because of
maybe.
that.
2 minutes. It wasn't that much faster.
I mean, they're on Ganon, one of them's already finished, and they died probably 5 times to bosses. Flaming Rock had to leave and go get a mana potion to kill Trinex. Like, it took a long time for him to get here, and he's still a Ganon, so he's... Despite that, they were still keeping up. And it's because their pathing was better, but they weren't playing as well.
Yes, you definitely had the execution on them.
Yeah, I guess my thinking was, like, I gotta do these dungeons sooner or later, so maybe Psych will find something while I'm doing that.
Well, the thing is, if you can go find Quake, then you can do those dungeons much faster.
That's
You
true.
can
That's a
do
fair
them
point.
fast anyway.
Yeah, I
Because
guess.
you have the
Yeah.
information. But
You're
Once-
right.
Once one person is in go mode, that means the other person then has every bit of information they need to skip, like what chest they have to do, which chest to skip.
And that is
Oh,
GG.
and Flaming Rock is
Flaming
done.
Rock.
the race is complete. Well, good work. You'll be in moving on up here. I can see who your opponent is in a minute.
It is already decided.
Maybe. 140.56 is Flaming Rock's time. That's our race.
Yeah, it was a pretty fast seed.
Honestly,
Yeah, except for
it was-
Quake, it was kind of generous.
Quake was the rudest part, and even then that was not super rude.
Yeah.
not too bad.
I was afraid it would be in Misery Mire.
Nope, I don't know who your opponent is yet, but you'll be playing open next time, so be ready for that.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, people watching my stream, look forward to infinity more streams of that. Yeah.
It's where 2v2 really shines, I think. The
Yeah.
open mode.
Yeah.
You don't have a
I think in
sword at the
general I
start,
need
but-
more 2v2 practice because I've streamed this a fair amount just solo. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of used to doing things a certain way, and I think that played into what you were saying, Smite, about not overlapping with each other too much.
Yeah, solo is definitely
Oh, yeah.
different. What you were doing makes a lot of sense single player. You definitely need those
Mhm.
crystals, but when you know already what's in them, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Knowing the routing solo is really important, like just knowing what you can and can't do, but with another
Yeah.
person, it is really important to coordinate with your teammate about who's doing what.
Hmm. So if this was a world record now, imagine the world record
That's
with this
right.
information in mind in the next 2v2. It's going to be incredible.
The time
Maybe
can
next
only get
time we'll
lower.
do it in a minute 30.
I mean, Smite, you're going to be streaming this and you're going to be like, oh my god, it's done. I don't know what to stream now. It's over.
That's right.
Your whole brackets will collapse and no one will know what to do. It'll be so fast.
Well, I'm gonna bring the other team in here. Thanks for playing, guys. Open
Alright.
seed, prepare for it.
Thanks. It's fun.
Take it easy.
Yeah. Take it easy.
I love you, Smite.
Me too. I love me as well. Flaming Rock, Tallman, what's up?
I died.
You know, that was
too
probably-
much.
Yeah.
That was the
Had
big.
I looked at the times. I feel like had I not died to Trinex, then I would have. I
I
would've
not
beat-
died to blind like 3 fucking times. We would have been good.
Your
Trinex crushed it,
routing
too.
was really good. It's just the actual execution was definitely weak.
Yeah.
You guys were
Your
ahead. You
routing
had
was
Quake
good.
before Red did.
Yeah, and that was honestly that's probably the nicest, fastest seed that I've ever played.
That was super.
Like
good.
there was so much good stuff. Like I think both mitts in the lantern were in the castle escape, which was blew my mind.
Big concern there was not getting bombs on time. I
Yeah, that
think.
would have been rough if somebody had missed bombs, had to go all the way through the escape to get to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we both got the bombs really late in escape, like the room before, I think.
Yeah.
It would have been
pretty much.
really bad because the mitts being in there means you couldn't go in there again.
Yeah,
Like,
no, we
impos-
couldn't. You'd have to do the entire escape again.
Yeah, that would have
so
been the
bad.
worst. That's the worst possible time to have to redo escape is when both mitts are somehow in there, just magically both of them are in there. Like impossible to get back in there almost. To
Yeah.
go through the whole thing. Just because
Yeah.
that would completely have been game over for you if you didn't get that bomb. That would have called it right then. Like there's no way you
Yeah.
would have won. If
No
that happened.
way.
But yeah, it was really good up until I died to Trinex.
No,
Well,
I'd say-
rather I
I'd say
missed.
I'd say
I
our
mi-
turning point was me dying to blind. That's our actual turning point.
And it was-
me dying to Trinex was fine, but like
You guys did have a lot of trouble with Turtle Rock. in general.
Yeah, I ran out of magic
Running out of
and
magic.
couldn't. I ran out of magic and couldn't hit the switch in that one room. I had to go looking for it, which was really unfortunate. And then as soon as I mirrored, I remembered where the full refill was. It's right in front of the bombable spot to get to the big chest. But
I don't care what anyone else says. Fucking Trinix is a bad boss. Ice Roll is so bad.
I don't disagree, but you definitely need some practice on him.
I don't disagree with that either.
Tallman
my biggest
was-
problem.
You
I
were
was
doing
fine
okay.
until I ran out of magic.
Mhm.
Which
You died
I
like
mean,
that'll-
20 times, but you
that'll
had
happen.
18 fairies, so most of that.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
The other problem
Just
was that when you ran out of magic, it took twice as long because you had to dump all your fairies as well.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
The problem with fairies is you might not have them next time, so you definitely want to practice those.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So green team,
Yeah, for sure.
I mean red team, their problem was they had cleared 3 dungeons each, and then instead of searching the world, they were a little ahead of you at that point already. Instead of searching the world, they just kind of swapped and did the same
Yeah.
dungeons again while you guys were looking for Quake. And you found it first, so you were kind of looking like you were going to win until Turtle Rock happened.
Yeah.
Yes, and then Turtle Rock happened.
And then
it
Turtle
was
Rock.
pretty much the great
And-
search for Quake. That's what that was.
And see, the funny thing is, in Swamp, even though I found Quake, I was like, oh, we're in go mode. I don't know why, but I'm hookshotting over to check this other chest. Oh, the red mail is in there.
Nice. Yeah, they
Which
didn't
was-
do
I mean,
that.
it was-
I forgot to
it was a
tell
good-
them.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell them.
It was just a super random thing that I just did on a whim, even though it wasted time and it ended up paying off.
Yeah,
and we
that
both-
minutes of that, I felt way better again, and there was no way. No
And
way
by the way,
around.
we knew where all the swords were. We just both opted to just stick with tempered
Yeah, I
because
agree
we didn't
want
to go out of the way.
Red Sword's good.
Yeah.
Gold Sword actually would have saved you on Trinex, though. Ironically, would have made it really easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would've-
Yeah, it actually would have.
It would have killed him in like 3 swings, which is way
Yeah.
easier than 5. You can do that in 1 round.
yeah.
Well, thanks for playing. You guys will be in the losers bracket. I
We'll
do
be
have
in the
your
losers
opponents.
bracket. I don't know if our opponents are better than Second B. This is gonna be, but
That's possible. Let's see.
yeah, we might have just gotten a lot more unlucky just because we lost there. That might have been a case.
You'll be playing whoever loses round 21. The winner of that will be playing Psychedelic. You'll be playing either Spider and Blade Wolf or Ninja Penguin and Zertnal. I'm not sure, actually, which one.
I have no idea who they are.
We've
Yeah,
seen.
that sounds-
If you don't know their names, that means they're probably from SRL.
Yeah, they're
Probably,
in
yeah.
SRL, which is
There was a Ninja
Wait.
Penguin and Zertnal match already. They beat Impelion and Timestalker pretty handily, but
So
we'll
some
see how it
practice is
goes.
Probably in order.
You guys got a pretty good time despite all those deaths, honestly. If you work on those bosses,
Yeah.
you'll be pretty good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was honestly, it was just like a really fast forgiving seed for the most part.
It was.
yeah.
Well, I'm
It was
gonna head
really
out.
fun.
I've been up for, I've been streaming
A long
today
time.
for 15 hours. So take it
Yeah,
easy,
just-
folks.
Yeah,
I'll,
get a rest.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you at
See you
at 5
around.
a.m.
Have a
Good
great
night,
week,
everybody.
Thanks
Good
for
night,
watching and
everybody.
stuff.
So
Yep,
long.
take it easy.
Take it easy.
Good night.